I was one of the tenants on the 4th floor. I was renting a space because the building, it was open to people to rent, and I wasn't practicing architecture here, but I was using it as kind of my garage relative to people who live in apartments. I was building furniture, doing little projects up there. And I met the owner, and then eventually I did, like everything else, you wind up doing a little commercial work and the artwork falls away. The owner was doing some work in the building, and I was talking to the contractor. And the contractor said, "Wow, you actually know what you're talking about. The owner should really meet you. He could use your help." So Joe called me and said he'd like to meet me. We had a meeting, and then I started helping them with little projects in the building. So it was really just a drawing for real estate, or they needed to get a vendor in here, and they would do some work. And all this time, there was the whole space in the cellar was vacant. There was no one here. The entire cellar was empty. It was a mess, right? It was really, it was old, abandoned, not really used too much. It was dark, except the building where the new studios are was occupied by a printer. He had a printing operation in here. There was billions of printing presses, a lot of equipment. There was someone who approached Joe and wanted to use the lower level, the basement level, to just rehearse their band. And so Joe, for I guess a very little money, let them use the space down there. So when I was leaving in the evening, you'd hear this Hendrix-like, hardcore rock coming out of the basement. And that person actually seeded Joe with the idea that this is a great place to do rehearsal studios, because it's a subgrade. It's in this massive masonry building. And at the time, Joe had another architect he was using who filed for the first phase of Soundworks. And I acted as the construction manager. So we had that architect filed the drawings. And then I got the workers with that contractor who I met earlier, we built what I call phase 1, which is the area where the office is, but the office wasn't there. There was a big lounge, there was a counter, like a bar. There wasn't no alcohol served, but a big bar. A little recording studio. I think there were like 12 rooms or something like that. And it started taking off. In other words, the recording studio never quite locked in, but the rehearsal studio's locked in. So Joe understood, it took about 2 years, and the biz, started building, and Astoria Soundworks got popular.